Hey everyone, welcome to today's prison survival guide. Look, the newbie is already crying like a baby, and all the other inmates are watching in sync. Just as he was about to make a profound statement, a clueless inmate interrupted. "What's for dinner?" The remark was practically like setting off a powder keg, and the guard didn't show any mercy in giving him a solid whack. That whack was a friendly reminder for him and a warning for everyone else. New inmates better wash up before entering the joint. The first night truly felt like a living nightmare, with everyone's heart overwhelmed by boundless regrets. As soon as the guard switched off the final light, the thrilling tales in the darkness commenced. The fat man's cries burst forth like a flood. "I want to go home." His desperate cry nearly seemed funny, yet the veterans clapped warmly. This racket caught the captain's ear, and when the door swung open, the prison fell silent, except for the fat guy still having a meltdown. "I wasn't meant to be here." The sound of the door opening echoed, and he exclaimed, "I didn't agree to be filmed here." In the end, the guard gave the fat guy a crash course in fitness, stopping only when the guy was gasping for breath. Meanwhile, Andy just sat there calm. Next morning, sunlight filtered through bars as prisoners ate breakfast at cold tables. What a lovely start. But Andy's gaze was on the delicacy in front of him. He instinctively wanted to toss it, only to have it snatched by an old-timer. "You really gonna eat that?" "Not yet planned. You want it?" A flicker of emotion crossed Andy's face as he slowly passed the meal to Old Blue. He expected Old Blue to eat it, yet he fed it to a pocket sparrow instead. In prison, you need some fun. This was surprising to Andy, who just learned of the rotund guy's unfortunate passing last night. Curiosity nudged him to ask for the unfortunate fellow's name, and he received a heart-wrenching truth. "Why do you care about the newbie? He's dead. His name doesn't matter." And his eyes showed complex emotions as he pondered his fate. For the following days, Andy did tedious work daily, and all thought him a good man. Little did they know, he was secretly reaching out to the prison gossip. "Hey, do you know Dufresne? The one who killed the banker? It's a big deal. I've never done anything like that. He'll fit right in, everyone's innocent, you know." He felt like he'd found a lifeline in the abyss of despair, pleading for help to get a carving hammer. "I'm guessing that you're planning an escape, right?" Before the hammer arrived, the sage shared a warning. "Watch out for the sisterhood in the prison." The hammer finally reached the sage. Seeing it, he smiled self-mockingly. Could this really dig through prison walls? "At least 600 years. Relaxed, he gave the hammer to Old Blue during book handout. Before Andy could set his plan in motion, the sisterhood came knocking. "This is for you. I'm gonna give this to you, Andy, Andy, Andy." They surrounded him, ready to pounce. From then on, Andy often wore a few battle scars. Sometimes he won, but often lost. Not every day was miserable. Good things could happen too. On a sweltering May Day, they needed to fix the roof, and the sage dragged all his buddies up, including the not-so-happy. While they busied themselves with roof repairs, Andy overheard two guards chatting. One was clearly troubled about his missing brother's insurance. The amount he actually received was laughable. Andy had a bold idea surfacing. So he set down his tools and marched toward the guard, straight up asking him a question. "This guy's insane." He walked straight up to the officer, ignoring inmates' protests. He raised a piercing question, causing all the inmates present to collectively gasp in shock. The guard instantly grabbed him by the collar and dragged him to the wall, ready to toss him off, it seemed. But Andy calmly replied he could secure the insurance and even get the guard's wife an extra $30,000. "You want to give your wife a daring gift of $600,000. That's sneaky and tax-free. The IRS won't be able to touch it. A smart banker like you knows how to." "Why would I trust a smart banker like you? I can do this alongside you. It's totally legal." On top of that, Andy insisted that all his buddies in prison should have a few beers, because working hard comes with the dignity of a drink. The guard nearby smirked sarcastically, but when faced with the tax-free temptation, the captain begrudgingly agreed. So, to legally snag that hefty insurance, Andy paid for several crates of beer. Andy let inmates drink happily, sat by the wall, savouring bliss as sunlight shone on him. At that moment, all felt incredibly relaxed, yet freedom cost him decades of confinement here. Thanks to this quirky circumstance, the sage and Andy became fast friends, playing chess and sharing their thoughts. Andy suggested carving a chess set passing time while everyone created a bit of enjoyment together. However, in this place, it was really hard to find a suitable stone, and in order to repay the previous beer hospitality, spontaneously they sought stones for his carving. The prison sometimes showed movies to please inmates, the leading lady, unforgettable. Naturally, Andy took the opportunity to ask the sage to scrounge up a poster of her with a brilliant idea. Don't forget to subscribe.